Die!
Since the PlayStation days, the Resident Evil franchise has delivered survival horror at its finest. From disturbing zombie sounds to the iconic piano theme, Capcom did an amazing job separating themselves from the rest of the pack and putting their foot down in the gaming industry. New to the Resident Evil family is Resident Evil Operation Raccoon City, published by Capcom and developed by Slant 6 Games. Is this game worthy of being called Resident Evil, or is this a viral outbreak you should stay away from? Before starting the game, the default settings is way too dark. Playing in-game with these settings is like walking into a black hole. Simply adjust these visuals to your likeness through the options menu and change the gamma settings. Operation Raccoon City wastes no time to throw you right into the campaign mode. You can go at it by yourself or play online with up to 4 players. This is one of the few games where you get to play as the bad guy. The premise of the story is that an elite squad of Umbrella soldiers are situated in Raccoon City. Their main job is to keep this outbreak hush and to accost anyone they come across. Not only are there zombies, there are also Spec Ops soldiers who get in your way. Within the story, there are familiar faces that pop up, like Leon and Claire, and enemies such as Lickers and Tyrants. But be aware though, playing by yourself is not recommended because your AI partners are the pure visual definition of abysmal. The AI will run cowardly into danger, won't help you in certain scenarios, and in some instances, they magically teleport to the objective marker. This game forces you to play with real players, especially ones with mics. There is a leveling system within Reorg along with a character class system. Every character has their own set of abilities and can work as a better advantage with certain weapons and gadgets. Both campaign and multiplayer allow you to gain experience, which in turn acts as a form of currency to buy perks to boost your character's performance. There are several multiplayer modes in Reorg, which include the traditional Team Deathmatch mode, which has a Resident Evil style to it, a Resident Evil version of Capture the Flag called Biohazard. Heroes mode is where your team, as well as the enemies, take on roles of popular Resident Evil characters, and the first team to eliminate the protagonist or antagonist team wins. And lastly, there is a survival mode where you and your team must work together and survive till the evacuation chopper arrives. Once it arrives, there are only 4 spots available. At that point, time is of the essence to get in because the seats are up for grabs for both teams. When someone's trying to get in, they can easily die because people are shooting at them to find a spot. In both story mode and multiplayer mode, there is a meager handful of glitches. In story mode, sometimes you can't switch your weapons, there are invisible enemies, zombies sometimes just stand ideal, and a lot more. Some of these glitches roll over into multiplayer as well, along with hunters coming out of nowhere and knocking you down. This also causes a frame rate issue. However, this is nothing that a simple patch can't fix, but this patch better come soon. Resident Evil Operation Raccoon City is a good idea, to an extent. There are definitely some ups as well as downs with this game. It is borderline mandatory to play with other people to get the best out of this game, or else one will easily be frustrated with the dumb AI and the amount of glitches post-launch. It is a fun game nonetheless once you get the hang of how to play, but there should have been some more work done to polish this title.
Come in. Respawn.
Did they answer?
Course not. Do you see? We